Hi, everybody. Welcome to the new year. I'm pretty sure this is the first video of 2023 that I'm making. It's not going to be long. Welcome to my channel, Lerato Talks channel. I'll talk all things manifestation, lifestyle, spirituality. And at the moment, like I said, I'm just only focusing on the manifesting journey right now because I know that a lot of you are doing this. You're starting, it's your first time, you want to try it out, you want to check if it works. By all means, please go ahead and try it because it does work. Okay, it does work. And what I wanted to touch base with today, but before I continue, I know I had asked if you guys would be interested in hearing the affirmations recording that on how to get your SP, back. I'm still working on that, and as soon as I'm done with it, you guys are gonna get it. Okay, so I'm working on that, trying to make it as real, as relatable as possible. Okay, because one thing I don't like is having a lot of something that's complicated and that's just hard to grasp, because those are things that I worked, the affirmations that I kept repeating to myself. So I think it might help some of you, because I did see in the comments all the other videos, you guys are really, some of you are struggling with affirming and how you should go about doing it and how many times you should do it. Really, I think if you have an affirmation recording, it'll be easy, just having the meditation, you play it, and then that's it. So guys, what I wanted to touch base on today is on this thing of how long should I affirm, because I see a lot of people asking that question, how long should I affirm for? I'm going to answer you as honestly as possible according to what I did and what worked for me. So I affirmed for as long as I thought about my desire. So sometimes when something bugs you, or when you want to get something, say you want to get a job, or something worries you, or you had a fight with your friend or your SP, or whatever it is that bothers you, it stays on your mind. And as long as it's on your mind, it creates this negative, you are busy thinking of the solution, and then you go back to the reality. Oh, but that person is so mad at me. So you thinking all sorts of stuff, but deep down you want the thing to be over, you want to reconcile, you want to get whatever it is that you want. So the best way is when you realize that you are thinking about your desire, you need to be very intentional about what it is, that the outcome that you want from that situation. So you had a fight with your friend, you might want to affirm that my friends and I are on very good terms, and that's on the loop. You can choose one thing that you really want to see happen. Maybe the fight should be over. Maybe you want to see your SP call you all the time, and that's all that's on your mind. You're obsessing about that. So turn it into something favorable. Turn that obsession into something that's going to favor you. So he's not calling that much. So then you're saying, okay, my SP calls me all the time. And that's what you put on the loop all the time, right? So you affirm as long as you're thinking about your SP, as long as you're aware that you're thinking about your SP or your situation, your desire, whatever that may be. You just keep affirming what you want to see, the outcome that you desire from that situation, and you loop on it. Can be one, can be a couple. I loop on quite a couple of affirmations. They just come naturally, and like I said, that's why I'm going to create the meditation recordings for you guys for an SP or for any desire. Really, it doesn't really have to be just an SP, it can be for any desire, right? So whenever you think about it, can be all day. And you can choose, some of you can do it in the morning and feel like, after 10 minutes of looping, I'm done, I'm good, so I'm not going to continue doing this for the next whatever. As long as during the time that you're not thinking about your desire, not really consciously affirming, that you're not thinking about negative things, then you must keep busy with other stuff. Then you must get preoccupied doing all the other things. But don't go into that. When you realize you're about to go back to that, or when something triggers you, that's when you should now be thinking about what you're thinking about. All right, so if you're thinking about, oh, I don't have money, and the situation screams that you don't have money, what do? You say, I always have money, feels so good to afford everything that I want, and you do that on the loop. You can choose 5 affirmations to affirm on the loop, or you can choose one that you feel covers everything, like everything in my life is perfect, whatever. If you think about your relationship, you're just like, oh, everything in my life is perfect. Think about money, oh, everything in my finances is perfect. My health is perfect. My marriage is perfect. Whatever it is that you want. If you want to generalize and you have a blanket affirmation, go ahead and do it. Because as you are saying these things aloud or in your head, you are creating images are being formed of how you want that to look like. So don't put so much imagery pressure on, oh my gosh, I gotta visualize. Sometimes it happens automatically that as you are affirming, pictures are being formed, as I mentioned before in one of my videos, right? So don't be thinking that just because you affirmed once, it won't happen. It depends on, some people can quickly surrender and yield to what they're affirming for, meaning that they have little to no resistance to what they are saying, what they're affirming to their minds. And those people usually get to the state of their wish fulfillment quicker, and thus get their manifestations into their reality, manifest quicker, right? Instantly manifest. And then some people struggle. They thinking about what they're affirming, like, when I say I have money, when my bank account says money, they fight against, there's a constant battle against reality versus your imagination. So some people don't yield so quickly. It takes longer for them to yield to the new story. So in that case, then repetition is very important. Like I said, we're not built differently. So people that seem to be getting stuff like this is people that have quickly, they had no resistance to that thing. I said, if you have a little to no resistance, why do negative things manifest easily in our lives? Because we have little to no resistance. We have practiced to dwell in negativity. So whenever we see a manifestation of a negative circumstance, we automatically say, oh, I knew it's going to happen. Why? There was little to no resistance to that negativity. If you thought that your boyfriend is going to dump you, there was little to no resistance when you said that. You even didn't have an attachment to it. You said it and you believed it, and your mind and your subconscious is so used to thinking that way that you grasped it and then you let it go. So sometimes it's you, okay? It's you. You need to marinate yourself in your affirmations, in your new story, so that your subconscious can grasp it. So that when you say something, you don't have to think so deeply about it. It's just the knowing that, oh, my subconscious knows that I'm perfect, I look good, I'm gorgeous, I get whatever I want. And then you don't have to obsess over it. So it really is up to you. It depends on how quickly you grasp whatever your new story is. And to some of us, like me, took a couple of months to repeat the story up until I saw results. Sometimes if I believe something quickly, when it comes to money, I usually get the money stuff very quickly because I have little to no resistance to it, and I don't obsess over it, and I'm not really attached to the money thing. But when I make my affirmations, when I say them in my head, in my mind about money, I just say them and then I just let it go. And I see them, the affirmations manifest quicker regarding money. My desires regarding money, they manifest quickly. But when it comes to other stuff, like I want my own house, I have some sort of resistance to it, and then I see that I have to repeat that. My mind is like, really? Because why? I haven't impressed my subconscious enough with that to believe that it's true. So it's all about you and how quickly you yield to your new story. Some is going to take longer, especially when the circumstances are opposing it, hey? Some circumstances might say, girl, you don't have that, or are you serious about that? No. So you have to now have that internal dialogue with yourself and your mind to say, yes, I do have the money that I want. Yes, I have the job of my dreams. Yes, I have the SP that I've always wanted. So it's here, it's happening now. So that's all I wanted to touch base on. So guys, as the minute you think about your desire, remember to affirm the new story, and it can be as long as you want, until you feel good about it, until you fall asleep, until whatever. And you can do it while multitasking as well. You can affirm while multitasking. The most important thing is to stay committed to your new story up until you see movement. And I believe you me, movement is always happening. Movement is always happening, more especially when the quieter it is. When you are busy affirming, the faster your things are happening backstage, and soon they will manifest into your reality. So don't worry that you've been manifesting and nothing's happened. You shouldn't be looking for that. You should just be manifesting. You're committing to a new life. Just worry about the effort that you're putting in, and that's not a lot. It's just affirming. So you're not really doing much, just affirming for your new life or the life that you want. So if to answer your question, I hope it did answer your question, that as soon as you think about your desire, affirm the new story. Okay, so don't be too hard on yourselves, but also don't allow your mind to go astray and then take you out. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. And like I said, the meditation recording, I'm busy working on it, guys. You're gonna get it soon. All right. Oh, that was my fridge. Got such a fright. I'm defrosting my fridge. The ice was like heavy there in the freezer, so every time the ice sort of melts and it drops, I just a heart attack. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Love you and happy new year.